been leaking stuff on the Discord and other places for the past couple months. Obviously, it's been kind of a joke at this point. We've been getting torsos and wheels and hand drawings and cat scratch and napkin art and a ton of other stuff that people have been kind of making fun of just because it's pretty funny that like even the smallest thing they send out there, which is cool. But ultimately, we wait for this moment when all of the sets are released and announced by Lego. I don't know which ones are available on pre-order. Definitely go check the Lego website. But obviously, before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you guys do like this content. You want more of this coverage. It really helps the channel out. Really lets me know what you guys want. Let's jump into it. Starting us off very strongly, we have set 75432, the V19 Turret, with 3 figures, coming in at $65 with tax around 70 bucks. We have Asajj Ventress without her cape, General Obi-Wan Kenobi with the Clone Wars armor, and a Phase 1 pilot that we should have gotten with the gunship. And I think it is one of the best sets of the year that we have gotten. There's no other set currently available that I would want to buy multiple of besides the Arc 170, which I have already done. I think I'd want to get 3 or 4 V19s for $65 plus tax. I want it to have the self-folding mechanic that it had back when it released nearly a decade ago. And I really hope it maintains that feature. It looks great. And I'm planning to have all these sets, by the way, a couple days beforehand, but obviously we won't know what I'm going to be getting until that happens. The only thing bad about this set, and the only thing that I can say is not great, is Ventress. We did not get a cape with Ventress. And if you guys didn't know, another joke within the Lego community is that Ventress's cape is like $40 to $50 right now on Rubricable. New. And used, I don't know what they go for. People have obviously been making proxies for years now because it's just kind of crazy to spend that much money on a single item. Obviously, the one that came out with that gunship back in 2012, 2013 is really expensive now. It's one of the reasons why I haven't opened my gunship yet to this day. There's so many things in that set that are worth so much that I just don't know if I can afford to open it. That's why I have a secondhand pre-owned gunship that I bought. So, it's one of those things I wish Lego would do something, release a new set of waist capes or something to help with these figures. Just make a generic pack that I can buy at the Lego store for like $3 and just come with a bunch of different waist capes and back capes and stuff. Just cost them nothing to make it. It's just fabric. The next set has had a little bit of controversy because I actually made a video about this set a couple weeks ago because I already have it and you probably do too. It is set 75431, the 327 Star Core Battle Pack. And the reason I say you probably already have it is because the 327 Star Core Battle Pack is the 501st Battle Pack with things removed and made more expensive. Coming in at $45, round up to 50. You get 4 Star Core Troopers with new pauldrons, which is pretty cool. They're very similar to the resin printed ones from Print Tech Workshop. Definitely check them out. I've featured them on the channel in many videos. I definitely recommend it if you guys want cheaper alternatives to the ones that Lego's producing. You get 4 Star Core Troopers. Look pretty solid. The prints are on point. I don't have any complaints with these figures. And then you also get a Dwarf Spider Droid and 3 B2 Battle Droids and a small little floral piece. And that's about it. I think this set's cool. I think it would have been a lot cooler if this set was $40 or $35. Battle packs aren't really battle packs anymore. To buy 2 of these and get 8 figures, it's going to cost you $100 roundabouts. So it's cool we're getting these figures, but just like the Coruscant Guard gunship we had last year or 2 years ago, and then we had the battle pack earlier this January or last August, we're probably going to see more Star Core Troopers reused in other sets, and you'll probably have ways of getting them that are cheaper. We might get a smaller battle pack, like the dropship that we had with the Dark Troopers from Ahsoka. We'll probably get us another smaller set like that that might have this and the Galactic Marines in it. I could only imagine. Typically, Lego, when they release stuff like the Coruscant Guard, they will take figures and put them in other places so people have another avenue of getting them for a couple more years. It's not fiscally responsible for them to get these figures, make them for one line, and then retire them. So, fingers crossed that we actually get that. Now, the set we've known about for a while that we're going to be getting is Jango Fett Starship, and that is the playscale one, similar to the Boba Fett Starship we got with the Season 2 of Mandalorian. It is the downscaled version of the UCS one we got in May, and more importantly, it's going to be $70. With tax, we're looking at $75. And it comes with Jango, Boba, and Tonwi from Kamino. It's really cool that they're reusing the mold for the Kaminoan, and we're not just going to see it thrown away. I hope we get more of them, but obviously for the price, $70, it kind of takes the wind out of this set just a little bit. It does look really good. It comes with the same standing feature that Boba Fett's had, and it's a lot of just recolored pieces. I do believe the Jango Fett, or I do believe the Boba Fett one was cheaper than Jango Fett's, but obviously they wanted to make sure people could get these figures at a cheaper price. So I can't put too much against it because they did do a good thing by not locking Jango Fett and Boba Fett into this expensive UCS set. Once we get them, we'll do a comparison and see how it stacks up to the Boba Fett Starship from the season 2 of Mandalorian and the UCS set and see how accurate they got. Obviously, everything here is my opinion, but ultimately, I do think the Jango Fett Starship does look pretty good, and it will look really good against the play scale Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter that we've had for many years now. Jumping into the last 4 sets that we have on the list, we have the 75413 Clone Turbo Tank, or the Juggernaut, and this set is $160 with 3 Galactic Marines, 1 Captain Makara, and 1 Ki-Adi-Mundi. And it's the same Ki-Adi-Mundi mold that we've had for many years, so don't expect a long tube like the Skywalker saga. But ultimately, the turbo tank is a little disappointing. The figures can only sit inside of it. There's no standing room. The pilot does have some depth to him from what it looks like in these photos, and there's some compartments inside that have some play features, but nothing like the previous clone turbo tank or like the original from 2006, 2007. Ultimately, it does seem to be suffering from the downscaling problem we've talked about many times on this channel, and maybe next time we get one, it'll be larger. You do get a handful of B1 battle droids with this set so they can fight against them. And the set does have art from Megiddo. So props to Legos for doing that. It's just I really wish we could have got a UT-AT, especially for this price. It would have made it more bearable to buy this at $165. Buying multiple of this set to get the Galactic Marines, again, is not fiscally responsible, which is why I think we are going to get 2 battle packs next year for the Galactic Marines and the 327 Star Corps. I would only bet, and I imagine they're going to be a lot cheaper. I can only hope that is the case, but there is a chance Lego will only make these sets with these figures, and that'll be it. But let me know what you guys think about the turbo tank down in the comments. I really want to know what you guys think. It may also help me decide if I'm going to actually buy one or not. I'm still on the fence about this set. I want to like it. I really do. I just am not totally sold. Jumping into the next big set of the year is the Battle for Felucia set 75435 for 976 pieces and also for $165. It is the CIS MTT that we have wanted for years. We have finally got it. However, it is not like the 2007 one that I have right here. It is smaller and more similar to the 2014 version that we got. However, silver lining with this set, though, little good, little bad. The plating on this set looks phenomenal. It looks so good. I really do think this set looks great and potentially might be worth the price, especially if you're a droid army builder. Comes with a lot of B1 battle droids. You get 3 droid super commandos, and you get a blue pilot droid. You get Commander Bly with a pauldron, and you get Ayla Sakura. All of these are good things, especially if you don't have any of these figures. I don't think I have a single super commando battle droid, just because it's been that long and they only made them in so many sets. So definitely going to be getting this set. And, personally, to comment on the MTT's size and the way it looks, it makes me want to go and buy a blue CIS variant of the 2007 one. It looks like you can fit about 4 battle droids inside, whereas the original can fit like 16 or 12. And I think that's okay, but it makes me wonder when we're going to get a UCS MTT or if we're going to get a larger scale one, a larger scale playset one in the next 10 years. It's been nearly almost a decade since we got the last one, and then before that, it was about the same. It was like 8 years. So I don't know if we're going to see another one of these in 8 years or what the future holds. So if this is a set that you guys really want, you don't want to buy the exorbitant cost or purchase price of the originals online on eBay or Bricklink, definitely recommend getting the MTT. It's definitely like one of the most unique sets that we have seen with Lego Star Wars, next to like the Dark Falcon or one of the other sets we're going to talk about later in the video. Talking about the one big surprise set that I didn't personally know about going into this wave is the UCS ATSD Walker. I did not know we were getting this set, and I'm so glad I didn't know because it was such a pleasant surprise. For $199, we're getting a ATSD Walker, and it comes with a Imperial pilot or ATSD Walker pilot, and it comes with the plaque. I'm hoping it's printed as well, just similar to the Venator. And the set looks good. The plating on it looks terrific. It's the marketing depicts it very similar to like the BD1 display, and I'm really hoping the set looks as good as it does in the marketing. It's one of those sets that I think would look really good on anyone's desk or a shelf or wherever you put it. I think a lot of people, whether it's new or old, will love this set. I really do think it looks terrific, and for $199, it's not terribly priced. It's pretty cool for what you get. And I would love to see what it looks like next to the UCS AT-AT that retired recently, just to see if they're built into the same size. I would love for them to be the same size in a perfect world so that you could have like one or two flanking your AT-AT as it goes to attack the Hoth shield generator. Now, talking about the last set on the list here, and this is a set that we've talked about briefly, I believe, in like March when I did the last leak video, and it is the Flamespeeder. You heard me right. We are getting a hot rod inspired snow speeder, and it's from season 2 of Rebuild the Galaxy. We do get another Darth Dev variant, and we do get two other characters from season 2 of Rebuild the Galaxy. I think it looks like a really cool build. I would love to see them take this theme to like X-Wings and other types of ships. I know that we had the Rebuild the Galaxy set with the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter where they swapped parts, but I would love for them to actually like do more fun play on words type of thing. So like snow speeder, flame speeder, etc. I would love to see like the Wookiee clone gunship, or like the Wookiee tank droid, or just flipping more things on their head, because I think that's more unique than swapping some parts on an X-wing and a TIE fighter, where that seems kind of lazy. And I think that's gonna be around $35 to $45, and I'll put the price here on screen for you guys. Ultimately, though, I do think this is probably one of the best waves we've gotten for Lego Star Wars. Obviously, the prices on things takes the wind out of the sails a little bit with these sets, and I think that's kind of expected. I don't think Lego planned on increasing prices at the beginning of the year or last fall. And definitely they didn't plan on increasing prices 2 or 3 years ago when a lot of these sets were probably conceptualized and started putting into action. So, the prices of things could always go down. They don't ever, but they could. And I'm hopeful that things will probably turn around and get cheaper again for Lego, just because it seems like this is one of those years very comparable to like the ATOT and like the older Clone Wars sets. Whereas like the ATOT, if you guys didn't know this, the ATOT was like 200 or like $175 when it came out, and that was really expensive back in 2009, 2010 in that time frame. Not a lot of people had money like that to drop on those sets, which is why the ATOT was, you don't see a lot of them new in box anymore because not many of them were purchased. Some people did buy them to scalp them, but a lot of them were purchased and opened, and people could not buy them in quantity back then, which is why they were so expensive. That being said, though, we did not get any new leaks on the Death Star. The Death Star is presumed to come out later this year in November as the Black Friday set, or for the 50th anniversary for A New Hope. I've seen people say that it should come out May 4th of next year. And I really don't know how I feel about that. This could possibly won't be one of the most expensive fall seasons for Lego Star Wars ever. And I'm not saying the brand or the theme is in danger because they make so much money. But it's one of those years like the ATOT and the older Clone Wars stuff that was kind of expensive that you really have to choose what you want. You're not able to buy two, three, four of the things that you might want. You really have to choose or wait for a really good sale if you want multiples of things. And obviously, I don't know where the push is coming for this, because you would think as a business you want your customers to buy a lot of the things you make and not, let's say they didn't necessarily like army builders or clone army builders mainly. You would want those sets to be cheaper so those people will buy more of them. You'll make more money that way. So I'm not sure where, maybe it's on the new elements they're making or the print only things that are causing things to be more expensive. I would love for Lego to come out and talk, but they probably never will. But ultimately, if the Death Star comes out this year and does not sell well, or it's only built made to order, or it's not available in stores and only available online, I think that will send a message to a lot of fans that this Death Star is something that it's kind of like the tipping point potentially for a lot of fans. Now, There is a rumor circulating that it could be a Death Star adjacent set, like a hangar for the UCS Millennium Falcon with a bunch of rooms attached for all the figures that it's going to have. It's going to have about 38 figures, and I I think that could be really cool. But ultimately, it's all theory at this point. Obviously, I want to know what you guys think about these sets down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys can see all my future uploads. And as always, I've been Peter Bricks, and I will see you guys in the next one.